I think Democrats suck. And I really love guns.
At the time, we were watching a lot of cable news and the 24-hour cycle, and anytime Trump says anything, they're focused in on it. But it was always focused in on him. And we were like, but who are all these people? Because there's apparently thousands of people showing up at these events. Who are these people?
Cool. Can we get a cheers to
Oh,
Don?
well, we do live here now. Cheers! Woo-hoo! For Trump!
I want a border, I want a wall, I want our jobs back. I mean, Trump's going to do all that for us. I mean, how can you vote for anybody else? That's the way I feel.
We jumped on the opportunity and went out to Las Vegas and went to one of his rallies. I guess we all just had our cell phones. And we went in there, and the idea was like, everyone just shoot a little bit. And it was really eye-opening. It was really crazy to be there. We shot for 6 hours, and we made a 20-minute film out of the experience that I think feels pretty much exactly what it was like to be there. It was pretty chaotic. It was chaotic to the point where I got as close as you and I are to Donald Trump. I was just holding the camera right there in his face. And I'm just filming the guy. I'm like, I cannot believe I'm like this close to this megalomaniac that's kind of running wild on our country. It was really weird. Well, they're really mixed up, but I can understand why. They have this guy. Trump was on TV in the United States for 14 years in an authority position, firing people on TV. Of course these people look up to him. They watch TV, they see him on there, now he's here in person. And he's spouting off all these wild ideas and getting people really, really scared. And the fact of the matter is they have nothing to be scared about, really.
We need someone who can understand construction and build our wall and for our immigration. And even when he builds our wall, maybe he could have advertising on it that he could sell, and we could use the profits for the immigration.
Radical Islamic terror. All together, what's our theme? Make America great again.
The reason we did this is because I completely disagree with everything this man says, and I just can't imagine how anyone does. So it was a challenge for us, and when we went there, we realized they're just confused and misled, just like us, just like everyone. And it felt very much like an empathy-inducing experience, which surprised us a little bit. We're showing some work that we do, the art we do, and then some of our commercial work. And we're just getting in discussions with the participants at the creative camp and then sending them out to try to capture their own beautiful moment.
Are you guys the only young people in this city? Like, I go around the city and I'm like, who lives here? What's going on? Where are the people your age?
At first, when we first got here, I felt kind of a little embarrassed that we were, it's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. So, but I saw how they were responding and how they were responding to the films, and that gave me a little bit of confidence that they'd want to hear what I'd have to say. But then my confidence got destroyed again yesterday when I did portfolio reviews and realized how talented everyone was, and I'm like, why were you listening to me?
We'll show you some of our films, and you'll get a sense of what we're all about, and we'll tell you how we make a living at it and our philosophy behind the whole thing.
One of the things that I've asked the participants at the workshops is, what do you guys think of documentaries? And a lot of them say, like, people cringe when they think of documentaries, or they think it's going to be boring, or they associate it with something very dry, like BBC or something uptight. And we're kind of trying to approach it from a way different angle, just more humanity, less information. Again, just thinking about these things as a way to reconnect and a way to remind people about each other. And hopefully through making this art and people seeing it, they can expand their circle of compassion a little bit, try to love one another again. What we're trying to do for the audience is change their perception a little bit. If we're doing anything, it's let's immerse them in an environment and an experience with the subject matter, and see what they come away with. A lot of times it's anger. Sometimes there's tears. Sometimes there's a deep connection. That's what I'm looking to do. I'm looking to, with these films, create a mirror to the audience. Are you really threatened by these people that are doing OxyContin or doing sex work on webcams, or are doing whippets in the woods with their juggalo family? Are you really threatened by them? Really? Is that what you want? Or do you have an issue? Are you carrying anger? Are you carrying tension? I want these films to be forced introspection in that way. The goal would be to not even think about this as fringe to begin with. You know, like 30 years from now, people looking back and saying, that's what they thought was crazy.
That probably leads to a death every day.
You know, half of my graduating class is dead because of pills, and I'm 23 years old.
I think I've chosen documentary because you couldn't write the profound poetry that I come across in everyday people. And I just can't think of another medium where you'd be able to do that and be able to celebrate and honor humanity in such a living way. Like, these are time capsules. They're more for people 20, 30 years from now.
Do you guys want to go out and shoot a little bit something? It would be awesome because we have a little film for each day. And I'd love for you to see it. Everyone